What happens when the war ends, but your fight isn't over? The Handmaid's Tale has officially wrapped up with Season 6, Episode 10, and while some stories found closure, others left us hanging on the edge of hope and heartbreak. Today, I'll break down the finale, explore what it really means for June, Serena, Janine, Luke, and, of course, Hannah, and reveal the hidden clues setting up the Testament spin-off. If you thought this was just another ending, think again. Let's dive into the finale, and trust me, you'll want to stick around for my theories on what's next. So, the finale picks up 19 days after the deaths of Commander Lawrence, Nick, and the other commanders. Boston is free, finally part of the United States again. But Gilead's shadow still looms large, with huge swathes of America under its control. June's mind is a storm of grief and determination. She's haunted by Nick's death, blaming herself, replaying their love story, and wrestling with the guilt of losing someone she cared about deeply. But as she says, Nick reaped what he sowed. Still, that doesn't make it easier. But June's focus, as always, returns to Hannah. That's her North Star. There's a powerful flashback to when she lost Hannah at a carnival, promising, "Mommies always come back." They always come back. Remember? That line hits even harder now, after years of separation and struggle. It's the driving force behind everything June does. With Boston liberated but Hannah still far away, across Massachusetts, New York, Ohio, Colorado, can June ever reach her? And what does freedom even mean if Hannah's not with her? June isn't just fighting for herself. She's surrounded by reminders of loss, families torn apart, children still missing. When she sees Janine reunited with Charlotte, there's no envy, just a bittersweet longing. June's journey is far from over, and she knows it. Serena's arc is one of the most fascinating in this finale. She's lost everything, her status, her home, her safety. Now, she's a refugee, unsure if she'll even be allowed to stay in the camp with Noah. There's a moment where she quotes Oppenheimer, "I am become death, destroyer of worlds." It's a stark admission of her role in Boston's destruction, both for Gilead and against it. But the real turning point is Serena's apology to June. Against all odds, June forgives her. It's not about wiping the slate clean, but about letting go of the past so both can move forward. June's advice? Just be his mother. That's all Serena has left, and it's enough. Serena's final words to Noah, "You are the most important thing in the world. Do you know how much I prayed for you? Now you're here, you're all I ever wanted. I'm so blessed, my beautiful baby boy." Bring her story full circle. She's lost everything but found her purpose. June's gesture, leaving supplies for Serena, shows that even in the aftermath of so much pain, compassion survives. It's a subtle but powerful moment. Janine's fate was uncertain at the start of the episode. Held captive in Gilead, it seemed like she might not make it out. But Aunt Lydia, transformed by everything she's witnessed, brings Janine to the border, where Naomi hands over Charlotte. For once, Janine gets her happy ending, a chance at the life she's always wanted. Aunt Lydia's parting words to June, "Take good care of our Janine, will you?" show her own shift. She's chosen to walk a different path, and her final walk into the mist is a fitting send-off. Will Janine and Charlotte truly be safe? And what will Aunt Lydia's role be in the new world, and in the Testaments? June's happiness for Janine is real, but it's tinged with longing for her own daughter. The fight continues. Luke chooses to keep fighting with Mayday, heading to New York for new operations. He and June are now on separate journeys, both hoping to find Hannah in their own ways. There's an emotional conversation where Luke admits that Nick should have been part of June's story, showing a new level of understanding. But as they part, it's clear, June and Luke share a bond through Hannah, but their love has changed. They're no longer the couple they once were, but they'll always be connected. This finale is less about explosive action and more about emotional closure. June burning her handmaid's gown as Boston's lights come on is a powerful symbol of moving on. The song Landslide underscores the theme of change. Time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. It's a perfect fit for June's journey. One of the most emotional moments is Luke's farewell, as he reminds June, and us, of all the people who helped along the way: Lawrence, Janine, Nick. The music, the pacing, the sense of triumph after years of trauma, it all lands perfectly. June is encouraged to write her story, not as a tale of horror, but as a testament to resistance and hope. She returns to where it all began, reciting the iconic lines: a chair, a table, a lamp. There's a window with white curtains, and the glass is shatterproof. But it isn't running away they're afraid of. She reaches out, imagining holding Hannah's hand. It's not real, but it's a promise. The fight for Hannah, and for all missing children, isn't over. The finale leaves us with big questions. June's story isn't over, she'll be back in the Testament spin-off. Serena, Janine, Aunt Lydia, and Luke all have new paths ahead. And Hannah? Her fate remains the series' beating heart. If this finale moved you as much as it did me, share your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of June's ending? Are you satisfied with how the characters' stories wrapped up? And what are your theories for the Testaments? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any future breakdowns or updates on the Handmaid's Tale universe. If you want to revisit the whole season, check out the playlist linked below. Thanks for joining me on this journey, through every heartbreak, every triumph, and every moment of hope. I'll see you in the next one.